Radiant team died.
Hello everybody on YouTube, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 13, Week 5! We got 5G Towers, we got Lone Sniper Theory, we got Randy, we got Game 2. We got some very similar bans to Game 1 so far.
So let's see what Iceman uses with his first pick. His specifically requested first pick. I'm gonna have the stupid player perspective problem again because I can see a cursor on my screen. That's nice.
That's good. I definitely did not click the, I didn't even look at that, so. LSD gonna start with the Underlord again. Very interesting. We in the same game or what? I'm having some Vietnam flashbacks.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to restart the game actually. See if this helps. Hopefully this doesn't pause the game or something.
Radiant team pick.
Vengeful spirit.
Pick 2, by the way. First pick for 5G is VS. Not gonna
Revenge. It's interesting.
10 seconds
pull the
remaining.
London first pick out again. Slardar coming out next. The Damage Boys.
Yeah, the damage was.
Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Magi!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
PA going out. I wonder how back this game is going to run.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. Well, PA was banned
10
last game, so.
seconds remaining.
LST so far looking to just
Dire
straight up
team
repeat
back.
history. Well, won't be able to do that now. Spectre's out of a
Radiant
lot.
team ban. Dire team ban.
No Slark. No CK. Once again, just hammering pause ones here. Interestingly enough, this time the pause 2 for 5G, the London hero, is still actually sort of up for grabs. They're not really paying it much mind.
Yeah, I think that might have solved the problem.
10
I hope it did.
seconds remaining.
Can only hope.
5
Because I don't see
seconds
a
remaining.
phantom cursor on my screen. Probably like a wizard's cursor.
Should be a new hero to go with PA. PC.
Yeah.
Radiant team
No, but
ban.
is so. They do have a pretty
There
free
you go,
opportunity.
Barista.
They do have a pretty free opportunity for London here. He's looking at virtually no bans for himself, and he's going to be getting the last pick. They're giving him quite a
10
lot of
seconds
space
remaining.
here.
Smorgasbord, yeah.
Radiant team pick.
No
Dire
anti-mage.
team pick.
Storm
Oh, he picks a storm. That's what the AM ban is for.
Yep.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
There's a question for the philosophers. What stops Storm that is not anti-mage?
Silencer.
That's true, but nobody picks that.
Phantom Lancer, which is banned.
Yeah, that's gone.
Doesn't like Disruptor much. We do have a support pick open. Doesn't like Bane much.
Yeah, that's true.
He can build Lincolns to stop the Bane, but there's ways around that. And he can build Lotus Orb to stop the Bane, but I don't think he wants to do that. You could build it on somebody else, but Storm's not going to be with somebody else very often, is he?
Skywrath Mage.
This is looking oddly familiar.
Yeah, it is.
Skywrath
Very
Mage is
familiar.
another
Run it back.
Skywrath Mage is another pretty good answer to Storm Spirit, I think. Very long period of time during which Skywrath Mage. It's funny because he petered off for a while, but I feel like he kind of came back at the end of the last game.
5 seconds.
Which is unusual for
Yeah.
a support, certainly.
Team pick.
In
Ember.
the spirit.
Okay, how do you match a spirit with another spirit?
Game is different now. Pause 1 picks last.
Yes.
Very interesting.
10 seconds remaining.
They showed their card on Storm Spirit
5 seconds
very
remaining.
early here. Wonder if this might be a funny trick. Wonder if Bonus went to the Moon River School of having weird pause 4 if this is a 4th Storm Spirit.
That would be. London's been practicing it, so. At least I'm pretty sure he is. Oh, what the idea of the funny trick would be, like, what mid, like, roast all these guys? Nobody really.
Magnus.
I guess, kind of.
Luna.
Luna. That's an interesting
Luna.
one. I've not been seeing a lot of Luna recently.
Yeah.
Win rate has been kind of slipping, I believe. She's a bit less relevant now than she was in Season Troll, that much is certain.
It's fine in this game.
10
I think
seconds
it's not the
remaining.
best Luna game, it's also not the worst Luna game.
Really not good against
5
Underlord.
seconds remaining.
Really, really
Yeah.
bad against Underlord, actually.
It's fine. I don't
Here's
care
the
about
thing.
Underlord that much.
Here's the thing.
Sven
The,
didn't care last game, Luna will not care this game.
Here's the thing about Luna in this game, though. The bouncing glaze are affected by the Pit Lord aura. The
Radiant team.
something that I read up is that I was misinformed on the effects of damage block, considering bouncing glaze. Bouncing glaze is in fact one of the few abilities that Crimson Guard does interact with, and that just got buffed. Which means that Luna, in a game like this, if Underlord is going to be breaking out that Crimson and breaking it out fast, Luna is going to be doing, like, creep damage to everything but the Slardar target, basically. The VS is going to help that a little bit, but I feel like VS helps it less than Underlord hurts. And then he's still got all kinds of other funny things that are going to be messing with through this
10
game.
seconds remaining.
If it's
5
going somewhere,
seconds
that could be
remaining.
interesting, but yeah, it's a,
Yep.
it's a very nasty scenario for Luna. Very, very nasty indeed.
Why not the Wisp, huh?
Dire team pick.
Yeah, looking at supports here.
So they think it's a wizard-less pick. Which, yeah. It
Would
looks
not
to
be
be.
that surprising. Two very good support bans for that exact circumstance. Getting rid of the bang, getting rid of the IO.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
A Chris hero and a wizard hero. Unless it really is bonus storm and the wizard venge.
LSD gonna squeeze out all the remaining time on this clock.
No reason not to.
Radiant team pick.
Monkey King.
Ooh, Monkey King. And a shaman.
Select your hero.
Interesting.
It's going to be another very interesting matchup. Just two Pazlons you really do not typically see matching up against each other.
I think the idea behind the Monkey King is to let Ember kind of farm as well. Because you have a farming mid, so you want to pause one that can get away with farming less.
Right. Can tell you this much: if Boof Blackacre, that Pit Lord, if he changes gears on his build this game compared to what he did last game, if he goes all in on like big auras, it's going to be very frustrating for 5G to do much. If he goes all in on auras, you know, it's getting rid of the Storm Spirit damage, it's getting rid of the Luna damage. For like such a long time, it's basically just making the whole game rely around Slardar, so if you can take him out earlier, just not be in a position where he's doing much to you. Just in a very entrenched, fortified position. If you're talking about like Crimson, Wraith Pact, Greaves type gameplay here.
Yep.
It is going to be very, very difficult for anybody on this team to go down. They ain't exactly slouches in the natural tank department either. You know, they do have some, you know, either A, guys who are just naturally going to be pretty tanky through the course of the game, like Ogre Magi or Ember Spirit, or B, guys who are going to be tanky by other means, like the Monkey King there. And of course, Pit Lord himself is.
Oh, whoops! I pinged by accident when I meant to. Why is my alt key? Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ, gave him fixer game.
Good luck. Have fun.
Even a master.
Oh, I can see everything this time.
Good luck.
Have fun is a very appropriate thing to say as Ember Spirit if you think about it.
I can see this 5-man smoke coming up from London.
It's a very aggressive smoke out here. Gonna be potentially. It's gonna miss Shockwave actually. Gonna hit 3.
Yeah.
Iceman's gonna reveal. Ogre Magi gonna stick around just a little overly long for this.
Yeah, gets all the stuns dumped on his head.
Seems like they didn't.
Stuns, so you go for first blood. Makes sense.
Seems like they didn't exactly have on LSD. Didn't exactly have a great idea on what to do about it. You know, the smoke gank really almost wasn't a smoke gank. You know, they got revealed well in advance of the actual engagement. But, you know, one person on LSD was actively walking away from the encounter. 2 people cleared when it showed, and Ogre Magi just kind of stood there. Definitely seems like a crisis in coordination there. Quite a big degree.
You want shockwave here? You won't die though.
Well, this'll work.
Full
This
work.
was over before it started.
So here we go.
Bonus is hanging around in mid here. He's taking the long way home. I thought maybe he was going to be doing some funny little tricks here, but
Nope.
Bliss also taking the long way.
No, don't think so.
Interesting way to start this this mid lane right.
Yeah, a lot of damage out on the Sky after he's dead.
Yep.
So that's a Shadow Shaman with the Luna passive. Already one of the highest like base attack damages to start of a support.
is under attack.
Yeah, the mid
Plus
game's
Luna attack damage.
the mid
pretty
game's gonna
nasty.
be rough for old Luna, but it's gonna be tough for these guys to lane this until the Pit Lord passive goes all in. Now the good news is that once the Pit Lord passive goes all in, and especially once the Vanguard for him comes out, and as it really should be coming out ASAP on him, though he's not going to be listening to the cast this week. He is not going to be running that way. Once the hypothetical future Vanguard comes out, it will be a
Bonus is
lot
dead
of
here. Yeah, just gets clubbed.
Chris, who I can loves Peru, is taking a bit of punishment in the back of it, but not enough to worry about.
Yeah, no enough to dissuade him from doing anything.
Silmarin sponsored by Pain, I really like that.
Yeah.
Also does not have this team's clan tag.
Ooh, they're just
So,
clubbing these guys to death in this top lane.
Competition.
yeah, I just kind of missed top up there real quick. Not a great surprise, I don't think, that this lane is getting sun kills. Once Bliss gets it's a point in Bloodlust, it's going to be a very, very tough lane to contest. But
Yeah.
so far, he's been avoiding it.
Wizard kind of plays point guard for his career there. Might actually pay for it with his
yeah.
life.
Only thing he's going to be guarding is his eternal resting spot, unfortunately.
Very sad. His resting spot for about 14 seconds anyway.
It's true. Not very eternal if you think about it. Good thing coming back is easy. So far, the mid trade has been favoring London. Not by much, but by enough that he's, you know, noticeable on that board. Oh my god.
Great snipe.
Okay, maybe I should just never look away from top. I keep expecting something to happen in
Yeah,
the
this-
spot lane.
See, it was a support trade between Bliss and Bonus that ultimately ended when Monkey King just threw a Q in to get the last hit.
Speaking of trades, what happened at bot, if you missed that, was a trade between Luna and Pit Lord that ended when Shaman showed up and had mana and Skywrath showed up and didn't.
There you
That
go.
tells you the importance of ferrying in those supplies. Both of these off lanes having real trouble in this lineup. Ember Spirit is, I get
Yeah, London just
Run
ran
over
him
there.
over. Ooh, throwing out the tips.
the instant tip. I guess in fairness, London probably has to be the right to be tipping a team that was like talking crap about him before the game began, huh?
That's true.
After all, London cannot play coming back, you know, or
Can't play
whatever.
from behind apparently. Yeah.
Cannot play from behind. Which, you know, I can't blame him. I can't play from behind either. It's very difficult to play from behind the monitor. In front of it is
true.
usually better.
No, he's just taking sex. Or stacking for himself, more accurately.
I like bonus denying the ward.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Always funny.
Oh.
Another trade between Blitz and Bonus here. Just
Yeah, it's coming all the way down
constantly
mid.
smacking each other. London's here.
Yeah, I cannot imagine. Ogre Magi did not think this one through. I'm just gonna be blunt. Things do not
London
end well.
just eats him. Three kills, top last hits. Good start for London.
Who has just taken some fire, just losing half his health bar for free. Levels of his passive are starting to come in. He is starting to
gonna
get
get Iceman.
harder and harder.
Ooh. Wow, okay.
Just blows up.
Oh no.
Even a master falters.
Even a master falters.
That's true. It's gonna be a tough prospect to stop the Storm Spirit with the offlane, having done this poorly. If the Underlord and Skywrath Mage weren't pretty down right now, you know, having their block knocked off and all that. If they weren't down right now, then this would be a pretty good, not a pretty good, but not bad. But Storm being this scary while Pit Lord and Skywrath are not, that's a much harder tango to dance for these
London's
guys.
gonna TP top. Flying in on Bliss.
Go straight in on the Ogre, wants to eat him one more time.
And will.
Walks away with still basically his entire mana bar.
Your bonus is probably dead here. Unfortunate.
Gets caught out of the worst possible time by Skywrath Mage, which is good. Gets him some A gold, gets him some A XP. Let's Pit Lord, well I was about to say let's Pit Lord have the lane to himself, but Pit Lord had the lane to himself and it did not go well for him it seems, because he is standing at about 1/10 of 1 HP right now. Power treads in on Luna.
Yep, always good.
Obi.
Obi's
getting
been gone,
hammer
yeah.
top.
He's likely dead. Okay. Oh, nice stun. Saved by bonus.
Yeah, very good timing on that stun from bonus there. 100% basically a kill comes out. There,
Well,
that
we'll
doesn't
run
happen.
out-
Skywrath
we'll run
is
down
going to
Shockwave.
die.
Yeah.
Luna actually leveled ult at 6 and used it for that. I don't know if I can agree in good conscience with that
Kind of
decision.
weird, yeah. I don't know.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Leveling ult at 6 maybe in this game, but using it for just a solo Skywrath who's dead anyway.
Also leveling ult when your Lucian beam is level 1.
Well, yeah, that's...
Chris is super dead.
Yeah, he is. London's here to just eat everybody.
absolutely not.
It's gonna be the London show.
More
And he
than
steals their
likely.
stack as well. A stack that the poor Monkey King and Ogre have been laboriously working on this entire lane phase.
Radiant's
Vaporizes.
courier has been killed.
The good news is, Obi's courier dies. So at least they get something for it.
Yeah. We'll get bonus too.
Is under attack.
Bonk just completely wiped out. Monkey King is also getting sort of scary looking there.
Yep.
Uh-oh. This is
Oh, they found
really
London.
bad! Oh my god, that was an unimaginably bad sequence for London. Loses a Wicked Sick, loses his stack, he even loses a jungle item, and then he gets tipped by the support
Yeah.
duo. What did he just
Unfortunate.
lose? He just lost a Keen Optic. That is not something you want to lose. There are like 3 people on this team that are never going to forgive him after that. Including himself, probably. I mean, Keen Optic's not that good on Storm Spirit, but it's okay. Probably not compared to Arc Ring, though, which I don't know why he's not using.
I'm just gonna try to do some damage here. If he assists
More
London,
bonus.
he will, but
All bonus is doing this game, he's dying a lot.
he died for a double kill there, so.
That is true.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Though, unfortunately, I must say a double kill that probably happens regardless.
I don't think so. I don't think it happens without the sun.
Well, I don't think he necessarily needs to die just to throw out the stun. He needs to die to stick around afterwards.
Dire's
Probably should have
bottom
said that
tower is
backwards, but you know how that goes. VS going right for rags. No boots, no nothing.
Yep. It's what you do. It's very good.
Seems like it's going to be, at this rate, quite a long time before we start seeing that coming out. Look at the net worth chart here. It's great news if you're a fan of Storm Spirit.
Yep.
It's actually just charging down BKB. He just never wants to die to the support duo ever again.
And of course, Solarian's quietly farming as well.
Yeah.
Kind of shades of the last game, how they're playing this.
Now I do think, and they are actually doing a good job of it, I do think there is definitely some opportunity here to put a stop to the Solmarian farm here. I think it's probably easier to flush Luna out of the jungle.
The Ancients might put a stop to it. That's right.
Though walking
trying to
walking right up into
triangle.
death is not how you stop them from doing that. I was gonna force Luna to route for now. They're not gonna risk sticking around when they know they've been spotted.
Yep.
The cool 12-minute soul ring coming out on Pit Lord.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the
rough.
best start. Not the best start for the Slardar either. Both off lanes got pretty solidly trounced here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
A certain light, probably no surprise. You can kind of tell from the way the team comps were set up, the way they were picked out. Wasn't really their top concern how the off lanes went, though I do think maybe the Dire should have put a little more stake into it. You know, as Huskar once said, so much more to give. I think Pit Lord has so much more to give if things go a little better for him than this. Still definitely has time to turn things around, though. It's not a game over here for sure. He has to build it right, though. I like that. The Storm Spirit auto attack just taking a hard 90-degree turn.
Oh,
Ooh, good swap there. Just barely gets Storm Spirit out by the base of skin of his teeth. He's going back in. That was ill-advised.
yeah.
Goes back in, stands right on the Pit Lord trap, and dies.
Okay, Iceman is in a very unfortunate spot though.
So really, that was almost a lateral transfer of funding from London to Solmarian. A
Yes.
certain line. Also, a lateral transfer of funding from Iceman to Solmarian, which he cannot be happy about. Though, might be a little happier hearing that Monkey King just got a casual clock in the jungle. Poor Bonus once again. What's his KDA at right now? Ooh, 69!
I mean, that's 9 assists. Whatever.
It's true.
Doing his job in these fights. If London didn't go back in, that would have been a save.
It's a very hard game for Bonus. I can't really like.
No.
There are a few deaths where it's like, okay, just shouldn't have stuck around there. You're just kind of wandering off. But a lot of these deaths are just pretty necessary. Obi is. I thought Obi was going to tank because everyone just kind of turned around. Nobody knows what to do in this fight. That was interesting. Kind of had a very good go here from LST. They just kind of pulled the brakes on out of nowhere. Got cold feet. Something they didn't like.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They have a swap to play with.
Radiant's middle
They want to
tower
do
is
something.
under attack.
Not sure they do with the Ember GD though.
Yeah. A lot of undesirable targets to be swapping.
Radiant's
Though, in
middle tower
terms of
has
a good target to be beaten up, I like
Got the
Obi
early
in
Roche.
jail doing Roche.
Yeah, he can't leave either.
First
He's
Roche
gotta
of the
stay
game.
here and point guard him.
Yeah. First Roche of the game going down at only 15 minutes. Storm Spirit takes. Definitely
Obi
not
in jail.
not the sort of lineup that you'd probably expect to be getting these super early Roches. I mean, you do have the Slardar, but it doesn't look like you have that much follow-up. They were willing to risk the snakes for it.
Slardar is finally released on parole.
Well, thank God. Hopefully he never has to go back to the Slammer again.
A soldier's fortune.
Wonder what this POV team he's got in his clan tag is. Point of view?
Maybe.
Path of Virtue?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
People of Walmart.
Yeah, that's it, I'm sure.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm gonna just push in this wave all the way up to T2. Actually realizing, hey, nobody's here. Might as well just do it.
Yep, just set the sower. Easy.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, bot lane getting a little bit of a hassling of London.
London probably taking the right approach here, just making it as difficult as possible for them to actually catch him, but interfering with this in such a way they just kind of feel like they're obligated to stick around and do something. Luna notably has let this push top. Pillar portal drops.
Tower is under attack.
They're all coming in now.
Ooh, Iceman missed the chains there. Not that it'll matter.
Yep. No surprise to anybody at home.
Bonus
Bonus
takes the
dead.
gank.
I repeat, bonus dead. It is notable that feels like what's the ratio here? 7?
Dire's middle tower is
So
under
over
attack.
half of the kills against Radiant are on bonus. Which means at this point they're really not getting much out of doing it to him. Especially with how tiny his net worth is.
Is under attack.
Oh, London.
Big initiator from the
The
London, but
Wukongs,
he's in
though.
the middle of a lot of pain. With the Aegis, so it's not that risky, especially with that early BKB. Bitlord is a Bitlord player at the end of that fight. The London is getting pretty heavily knocked around by these auto attacks. Time to back off.
Boundless strike.
I like the last second last second silence by Skywrath on the Shadow Shaman there. Both
Mary
spirits,
escapes, London escapes.
yeah, both spirits make it out alive. The only casualty for Radiant is let's move past that. Their Null Talisman is as well out for London now. He has moved past the need for humble mortal magic sticks. Monkey King feels like, even though the net worth difference is,
Balance in all
Balance and all.
bonus, you okay?
But I'm not sure it's much of a flame to say that your supporters most of your deaths kind of.
Right?
your
No,
job.
no,
What
it's
are their
not a
jobs?
flame. Like I
Yeah.
said earlier, it's like, I mean, I think that was like a Roche timer of some sort that he just stuck in there, so that would be a
Yeah.
flame. I would flame him for that, for putting that in all chat. But yeah, it's not really a flame here. It's like it's the only person they're ever able to get. They put so much effort into getting rid of the VS sometimes, they just kind of lose sight of everything else. They just desperately want to get that kill in the fight. And as a result, you know, half of the deaths on this team right now, over half, bonus. Two-thirds are bonus.
Aren't on London or Silmarian.
Yeah, it's like 200 gold at most. Maybe like 180 or something like that at this point. Getting almost nothing from
Radiant's
doing
bottom
so.
tower is under attack.
And they're losing loads of people in every fight.
They're
Dire's
T2s.
is under attack.
You might think this falls under like the Stepford support clause. It's like, no, it really isn't.
Structures are fortified.
There's like a very defined upside to how bonus is playing here, and so far the dividends have been pretty obvious.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
T2 at top goes cleanly down. Dire T2 top. Cleanly going down. Bonus is dead again. London is BKB in the Wukong. He just has to leave instantly. One unfortunate thing about how early Storm Spirit got this BKB is that it's going to be 6 seconds before long, and that is not exactly something you just want to give up that easily. Bitlord says, done with this, let's go home, and everybody kind of agrees.
Yeah. Not much changes there.
Yep, just clean extraction. Let's show that fight recap. Yep, the the Radiant lost a King's Ransom of 74 gold.
Oh, one.
This is unfortunately the end of Blackacre.
Yeah, it is.
So we're just gonna very
London
casually
wants
go
more.
down. London diving past, going for the Ogre Magi here. Very simple, very easy, very effective. Ogre Magi just going down, no time flat.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pit Lord is looking at a Lotus Orb here, which I don't know if I can really agree with in good faith. I mean, stopping swap, that's very big. But I feel like the problem is right now, it really doesn't matter if you stop swap. It really doesn't matter if you stop like the Shaman chains on one target. I don't think that has any effect on the greater team fight on its own. I think you need something else first to build off of that.
Yeah, stop and swap.
Yeah. So what you do is you get the ice key. No. I think this is definitely, like I said, more the time for auras than it is the time for actives. Just making yourself a big, nasty target that takes 1,000,000 years to kill gives your team such a big advantage in a game like this. A game with an Ember Spirit, a game with a Monkey King.
Yep.
Illusion.
Looking for smoke? Yes, they are. Hammer's about to fall on Bliss's head. Unfortunate.
Radiant's
Ogre
bottom
Magi
tower
just casually doing some camps in here. Bet he wishes he wasn't doing that now.
Tank the yank. I'm sure he's fine with it. Better than somebody else getting hit.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Outpost
mean, if
also
you-
gonna change hands.
If you die as a pos 5 to a 5-man smoke yank, it's a positive for you.
Right. I mean, the smoke's back up in just a few seconds flat, but you're definitely losing a big element of surprise there. So definitely not ideal, not the worst thing that could happen. I think the ultimate, the best thing that can happen is nobody dies. That's the best result of a smoke gank. But that ain't much worse.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm just pretty farmed right now.
Definitely an interesting scenario. If LST can hold off again, if they can make another big miracle defense like they did in Game 1, I do think they'd more confidently, I would say, have the late game this time. If not from...
For Storm.
I would say Monkey King probably scales to roughly the same extent as Luna. Roughly same power spike, same power peak, all that sort of thing. I would say Monkey King is going to scale fairly similarly to Luna, but, you know, Ember Spirit is going to scale all over Storm Spirit eventually. And, of course, Pit Lord is probably going to be relevant to this game long past the point where Slardar is, unless Slardar starts going absolutely insane, which so far does not really look like a very likely possibility. 4-man smoke here, they're waiting for some fellas to come uphill.
Shit.
Probably not the guy you want to find coming out first, but here we go. Big Luna ult.
Lundy gets a black hole there, basically.
Regeneration.
As a result, Iceman is dead. So are all his friends.
The 2 and under club going down.
Oh, we got Chris too.
Iceman is, London is not done yet.
London's all over this fight. He's got a regen.
And away they go. 4-for-1 trade. And
That's a good Storm Ags reveal, huh?
Dire's middle
yeah,
tower
that sure
under
is.
attack.
A 4-for-1 trade, and the one is bonus again. They really can't do anything but to skill this guy. When this Axe comes out, it's going to be even less valuable of a target to go after. It's going to be very sad for them. This is the only kill they can ever get, it feels like.
Dire's middle tower has
Like,
fallen.
I'm just going to... Like, we killed Obi once in lane. Killed
Yep.
London once in lane. I think he died once afterwards. We killed Wizard once. I think also in lane. I think legitimately the only person on 5G who's died since the start of this game is Obi. Not Obi, it's Bonus. Sorry, Obi.
Yeah. Accidentally flaming Obi.
Yeah, no intention.
So here's the Rosh again. With the sword, it's pretty simple.
Roshan has fallen to the radiant. Radiant's
So in a
top
perfect
tower is
world,
under
the
attack.
first Storm Axe Vortex is the worst, because after that you expect it in position around it. We'll see if that
Right.
happens. We get Iceman, maybe? No.
Nope. Just a little
Gets
too
that,
slow on the trigger finger.
Radiant's
Gets that
top
remnant
tower
out.
is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower
We'll
is
have
under
Case to
attack.
steal one though.
London is taking a pretty commanding 3-level lead over
Radiant's
his
top tower has
counterpart.
fallen.
The Battle of the Spirit Storm is definitely winning at this point. Again, like I said,
Yeah.
if this goes very long, if LST are able to mount another miracle defense, then I definitely think
Ooh,
it's going to
Underlord.
eventually tilt in their favor.
Underlord cutting the wave. Pretty good.
Just cut the wave and then just zip out.
Frustrating this push.
Meanwhile, here at mid, Ember Spirit's going to be pushing that one out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top
Luna,
tower
though, is
under
going to
attack.
just completely demolish this T2 bot. Dire
Yep.
T2 bot goes down in,
Dire's
what was that,
bottom
like
tower
20
has
seconds
fallen.
maybe?
Radiant's
I think
top
20
tower
might be
is under
generous, that might
attack.
be like 15. Definitely a bad sign for your strategic objectives. It's always something that puts a bit of sweat on your forehead. It's always something that puts a little bit of shiver down your back. When Luna just eats a freestanding solo objective like that in no time flat, that's always like, uh-oh, that ain't a good sign, because now you know the stakes are set. You know, the next time you have like a really nasty spill, the next time you lose a team fight where you really can't like make a successful defensive effort afterwards, you're going to be losing a lot. Stakes are getting very high. Now, Luna's definitely mortal. I know it may not necessarily look like that to you guys at home. It's definitely still mortal here. It's not like she's, you know, made
This
of steel.
hasn't been gone on really.
Hasn't
I don't
been
think
gone
she's
on.
taking any damage in these fights.
Hasn't really been itemized around aside from the BKB for the ult. Five-man smoke from 5G.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant
Yeah,
looking
probably-
south of their jungle. Not there.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Run
Dire
north
reveal
here.
on Rave.
Yes, they will.
On the wave.
Oh,
Oof.
blink out on Chris.
But unfortunately, that doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Very unfortunate. Everyone else is also here. This is more sick in concept than it was when it actually happened.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Finally, somebody that's not bonus dies. Unfortunately for LST, though, once again, it's just a support.
That's Wizard.
Yep, not bonus this time, so good news for all the bonus fans in the audience.
Yeah, there you go.
Shouts to Rada. Who won game 1? That would be LST, Iceman.
Iceman one, yeah.
Bit of a slow period here.
Yep. Everyone's just kind of chilling. Still definitely looking at Chris, but
It's not really very realistic that they get him at this juncture.
I think they can with the Slaughter plus a Storm, but otherwise, not really.
Aegis is about to just go out on Luna.
Yep.
It's 15 seconds, it's gone.
Iceman just waiting it out.
Slowing it down a little bit here. Slowing down the pace. Good, definitely good for them. If they can successfully keep the pace slow, it's just nothing but good news for them.
Yep. Because
He
Storm
really just
can't
came out
zip
good.
around the map killing people.
Skywrath is not going to get much use of that E-Blade as a ghost after this game, I don't think. I feel like using E-Blade right in front of a team with Luna, Shaman, Stormtrooper to a degree
Oh,
is kind of
found
a
Iceman.
foolhardy exercise.
They will
Yeah.
kill Iceman.
Iceman just dies instantly, just kind of showing the excessive mortality of the Ember Spirit at this point. And Ags is up on bonus, so, you know, like I said, his death is really not going to mean that much anymore. Iceman does not have buy. They're brave.
Yeah,
I
he
think
does.
they
He
can
can
just...
push up a little.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Snakes
Yep,
come out
they
for
will.
as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Ogre Magi busts the tower, but loses his life in the process. Bonus also losing his life, but once again, now he's a ghost, what's it matter? Cliff finally coming out, trying to save the melee racks. It just doesn't look like it's going to get anything
got
done. Oh no!
They're all dead.
Well, when we were...
Yeah,
Is this just going to be it? Are they just going to finish now?
they're just finishing. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Fear not, for they carry me to sky
Oh man, poor Iceman.
Dire's middle tower
Iceman's buyback just came up.
Yeah,
T4s
he's
are
back.
already down.
But he's
Well,
dead.
that ain't good.
Okay, Wizard's
did
just
not-
styling on these guys now.
Did not even need BKB for that.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
Wow.
Well,
What a
crap.
that's a message right there to
El
end the game.
Rimpago, El Rimpago.
Radiant victory.
And that's it.
An emphatic ending to the series.
Well, you asked me during the downtime of our stream today what the natural way to follow up game 1 will be, and I said, oh, you know, a stomp, that's over at like 25 minutes. I was wrong by... I was off by 5 minutes. Almost did. Oh, man, where to go here? Well, I mean, let's just start off with the biggest thing. This offlane didn't work. It just didn't work. It worked way better the first game than it did this game. Just the fact that it just shattered so hard against Luna, I don't think Blackacre really... I don't think he took it very situationally. I think he just kind of came in, I want to buy this on Pitlord, and the situation for that worked pretty decently well for him the first time, I think, but this time, no. He really needed to just kind of go all in on being a big tanky son of a bee that they just couldn't do anything about, and because he wasn't, what ended up happening is that the second London just got a little bit scary. There was really nobody on the whole lineup that could just stand up to him.
Right.
You know, London gets just too scary. Underlord can't stop him. Skywrath can silence him. They get a kill on that, you know, once in a while, but very infrequently. You know, that's good. That's a start, but it's only a start. I think if Pitlord goes, you know, like I said before, if Cranberry Sprite's in the audience, hello, I know how much you like this. But I think if Blackacre goes a more conventional pause 3 build this game, I think if he just goes straight into Vanguard, maybe Vanguard into Hood, into Crimson, you know, so on and so forth from there, right? If he goes a more conventional build, I think this game, does he win? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Hard to say. The game definitely goes on longer, and a longer game definitely gives him a better opportunity. As it stands, you just really almost didn't have a Pit Lord, which sucks to say, but it's true. This is what happens when you go too far for trying to get your kills through itemization. Some heroes that you can do that pretty much every game on, like a Viper 3, you can build like this any game you want. You know, if it works, if it works. If it doesn't work, Viper was never destined to be. Pit Lord, not in that camp, unfortunately. So yeah, the offlane there really crumbled, and the top the top lane did fairly badly for themselves as well. The Radiant top lane, normal lane and bonus, but you know, it wasn't bad enough. It wasn't nearly the same degree, and it was not against a hero that can flash farm nearly as well as Luna, of course. So when the bot lane collapsed against that Luna, I don't know. It just really it sent shockwaves. It made the reality, the game that they played in this reality with this set of 10, it just really dampened, I think, the chances here, and ultimately it just all goes downhill, just all goes wrong, I think.
Yeah.
I think the lineup is good, at least on paper. I think I like the LST Game 1 lineup better, in part because of 1, but also because I feel like there's better cohesion in like the 3 and under club versus the cores in Game 1. I kind of see what they were going for with the Monkey King plus Pit Lord, but Pit Lord kind of has to live for more than 3 seconds, and for that to work out. We did see a couple of times that they were dropping it, and it was doing very scary damage. I mean, Storm had a bunch of near deaths, but only near deaths. The Ember Spirit kind of stuck out. I think Ember Spirit kind of does. I don't want to say he does the same thing as Pit Lord. It's not really the case, but I think there is enough redundancy between the 2 picks. I do feel like you are losing a little bit there. When it just came down to it, it's just, okay, you have 2 guys who are all about sort of stopping you in one spot and beating you up if you stay there, right? But they don't really do it in a way that like helps each other, It is, the Ember Spirit cannot help the Firestorm. The Underlord cannot help the Sleight of Fist, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's the biggest thing you lose out here. And yeah, I don't know. This is just like I said in the downtime in Game 1. Wasn't a big fan of the itemization in Game 1. It was for the scenario. It was definitely better for the scenario. This, I just feel like, the Atos rush, just, you're not getting kills anyway, Why do that? Why do that? If you want an Atos that badly, I hate to see it, just make Skywrath Mage build it, because he got that E-Blade so late it changed nothing. And pick up something to help your boys, and yourself especially. Live it up, help make sure that Iceman doesn't just casually, randomly die every time somebody sneezes on him. I don't know. Anything more to say about that one?
Nope.
Alright, well, as we always say, if you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. I was going to say that it's too late to get into Season 13, but if you're a Pos 3 player and you're like Crusader 4 or something or less, that might not be the case. You might actually get to play in Season 13 because a hole just opened up on one of the teams. So if you would like to join one of the LD2L teams, there is a slot open. And now this is probably a limited time offer. There is a decent chance it might be gone by the time this video uploads. But hey, if you're watching the Twitch VOD, I know some of you out there like the Twitch VODs, then you got that to look forward to. So ld2l.gg, you can sign up for the season. You can sign up as a stand-in. We had like 5 guys call for last-minute stand-ins today, so believe me, we are definitely looking for stand-ins left and right. And yeah, that's about it. But before we go, I want to talk to you a little bit about a sponsor that's been on my mind lately, right?
Yeah.
Pain.
It's a good one.
We here at the LD2L commentary desk, we are no strangers to pain. We have been through a lot of pain in our life. A lot of Randy's pain was actually caused by me and Ocelot. So, we are absolutely no strangers to pain. To that end, you can take us as an authoritative voice on this subject. Pain is good. And the best part is
So we're definitely not just saying this because of our personal friendship with CEO Winston Payne.
that's true. Yeah, our ties with the Payne family, Winston, Gaspin, they go far back. But anyway, the best thing about pain is that pain is so much fun to share. I mean, pain is great when it's all yours, right? When you can have all the pain for yourself. But pain is even better when you can distribute it to everyone you know. So, next time you Next time you see your brother, your sister, give them some pain. Significant other? Give them some pain. Your parents? You better believe give them some pain. Give your boss some pain. Give your teammates some pain. And, just enjoy the lot of it. But not too much, or else that'll be weird, and people will start giving you funny looks. So, that's it for this time. Looks like we got pretty much every cast to do this week, because I don't think... Oh, no, one other game got cast, and it was the Manoa game again, because we're never going to get to do one of his games. And, so yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of us this week, so look forward to that one, kids. And for that, for now, we're off.